Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another wait, shit, let me just level this out a bit. This is another Johnny Arnett reaction. I did a reaction about a week ago now, and I really enjoyed the video. And the sort of, I've been looking through his channel, just looking at the videos he does, and the sort of the what's the word I'm looking for? The I guess it's just the style of videos, or like I can't think of basically just his sort of the story type videos he does. I guess you could say, is that even the type of thing I'm looking for? I don't have a clue, but I don't know. Just his videos seem really sort of intriguing, like the sort of the content, the context of what he talks about. It's just quite interesting to see, basically. And I really enjoyed the last one, and I'm definitely down to do more. But yeah, this one he's just posted actually. So if you haven't checked this video out already, links in the description for this one, the original. Give it some love, give it some support. But yeah, this one's Kobe's 81 point and the real reason behind it. Iconic moments analysed. And yeah, there's nothing more to it really. I've done videos in the past. I did a video in the past with Kobe's iconic game, his 81 point game. But I'm down to see more. When it comes to Kobe, I'm down to see more. Whenever I see some more stuff to do with him, it's cool to see, man, because he's one of the greats. And it's actually crazy how he passed away nearly a year ago now. Bro, time passes so fucking quick. Wasn't it in January he passed? Oh my god. Bro, that is ridiculous to me. But yeah, that's just for another story. But that's just crazy. Time goes so quick. But yeah, let's get into this one. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy. Suggest some more basketball reactions, sport reactions you want to see in future. But yeah, let's get into this one for sure. I'm tired, man.
These are some examples of some of the most iconic images of NBA history. Us NBA fans have seen these images so many times that they've essentially been branded onto our brains. These are the moments and images that define the NBA's rich history and define the legacies of some of the greatest players to ever live. With all of this being said, these pictures tell a story that often go deeper than many of us realize. They're more than just cool images, they're encapsulated moments that were the climax of a sequence of events. They're the moments that were immortalized because of the vast and legendary stories they tell. Today, I'm telling you about an iconic image from one of the greatest performances of all time. It's January 22nd, 2006, and the Los Angeles Lakers are preparing for battle with the Toronto Raptors. Just a month before this game had taken place, Kobe had dropped 62 points in only 3 quarters of play against the eventual Western Conference champion, the Dallas Mavericks. According to Dallas's Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe easily could have had 80 that night if he wanted to, and simply played the fourth quarter.
Bro, imagine he fucking got 80 points in one game, and then 2 weeks later he gets 81. That would have just broke every sort of record. Like, bro, that would have been fucked. That would have been fucked. Bro, when he was in his Mamba mode, he was different, bro. He had those just games and those moments where he was just on a different, like, stratosphere, or how you say it, a different planet, where he just played off the park, and he just sort of, yeah, it was just levels above the rest of them when he had that sort of mentality and when he clicked like that.
At the end of the third quarter of the Dallas game, Kobe's former teammate and assistant coach Brian Shaw encouraged Kobe to go back out there for the fourth quarter and try to get 80 points. A feat that, at the time, no one other than Wilt Chamberlain had ever accomplished. But Kobe told him, "Nah, we're up 30. When the time is right and the team needs it, I'll do it." Which brings us back to January 22nd, 2006. At the time, the talk of the NBA was about a young LeBron James who dropped 51 points on the Jazz the night before. And the talk of the sports world was about the NFL, as both the AFC and NFC championship games were played that morning. But regardless, Kobe was prepared to be the headline story of all of tomorrow's newspapers. Now, January 22nd was actually Kobe's grandfather's birthday, and his grandfather passed away just a few years before this night. Due to this, Kobe's grandmother was looking to do something different that night, and decided to attend Kobe's game at Staples Center. According to Kobe, his grandma had never attended a single game of Kobe's during his NBA career because her nerves couldn't handle it. But this night, she decided to tough it out and witnessed the first and only professional game of Kobe's that she would ever see. Now, Kobe was very close with his grandmother, and of his family members, he said that he and his grandma probably had the most in common from a personality standpoint. Given how she meant a lot to him, and how she was probably mourning that day without her husband, Kobe wanted to give her a great performance to remember. It wouldn't be easy because the Lakers were heading into that evening with a 21-19 record and had lost 8 of their last 14 games. At this point, as a struggling franchise, the team really needed some optimism or a burst of energy injected back into the organization, and several minutes into the game, it appeared it wasn't coming anytime soon. Kobe was doing what he could to keep the team in the game, scoring in a variety of ways, but Toronto had a very good offense and they had a 7-point lead by the end of the first quarter. The frustrating team play continued for the Lakers, and despite Kobe's 26 points, Toronto was dominating the game, leading by 14 points with momentum completely in their favor.
Welcome back to the Lakers halftime report presented by Jack.
I've actually kind of forgot how the sort of sequence of the game went and like how the game actually went. I don't know the scorelines, etc. So it'll be interesting to sort of get reminded of how, if he ended up like genuinely winning the game for the Lakers and pulling it back for them, or if he just went off, but it still didn't mean they won the game. Like they did still win the game. That'd be crazy if he scored 81 points and they didn't win the game. I can't fully remember from the videos I've seen in the past because it was so long ago.
The Purple and Gold in danger of losing their third straight game, trailing the Raptors 63-49 at the break. So Jack, let me ask you this. They're down 14. Is that a deficit that Kobe Bryant alone can overcome?
No, he can't.
Oh, wow.
You guys know where things go from here. Toronto gets the lead up to 17 before Kobe makes his first strike with just under 11 minutes left in the third quarter, and it was a complete Black Mamba onslaught from that point on. If you watch this game closely or seen Jimmy High Roller's terrific video on this game, then you know that unlike popular belief, it wasn't just Jalen Rose who got torched by Kobe, but really it was the whole
remember
team,
that video.
and first and foremost among them was Morris Peterson. They threw just about every defender and every kind of defense they could at Kobe, but it didn't matter, as he was in the same zone that the Dallas defense had experienced just a month earlier. Kobe had 53 points at the end of the third quarter. At this point in his career, Kobe had got 50 or more points through just 3 quarters of play on 5 separate occasions. But since this game was so close, this was the first and only instance where Kobe would actually play in the fourth quarter. To start the fourth quarter, Kobe missed his first 2 shots, but on the second one, he gets gouged in the eye by Mo Peterson, which wasn't the first time Kobe was hit around the face and it wasn't called. A furious Mamba gave the referee an earful, and he gives him a technical foul as a result.
Bro, you know how it is. You get on Kobe's nerves, man. He's teaching you a lesson. He's teaching. You can see how pissed he looks here as well, bro. He's gonna teach you a lesson. You're gonna regret it, and you don't give him the decision as well, man.
Almost like you could hear Kobe's thoughts in that moment.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Kobe starts up the onslaught again, hitting just about every shot from everywhere on the court. As he continues his fiery shooting, the attention of the game starts drifting away from the scoreboard and towards Kobe's point total. With his 63rd point, he set a new personal career high. With his 72nd point, he passed Elgin Baylor to become the highest scoring Laker in franchise history. With his 79th point, he became the second highest single game scorer in NBA history, and the highest game ever captured on film. At this point, the game was sealed, and there was a couple instances where Phil Jackson could have taken...
Bro, look at the scoreline swing. They went from 17-point deficit to a 15-point lead. Are you mad?
Kobe out of the game, but instead, he kept him in. And from the free throw line, Kobe achieved the iconic number that's become such a staple of his legacy.
Became such a staple at the Staples Center.
81-point game.
He scored 81 points on 28 of 46 shooting, and what's probably even more impressive than the 81 points was his 55 points in the second half alone, which is also the second greatest in NBA history. I'm pretty sure that Kobe's grandmother was very pleased with her first Laker game. In 2016, 10 years after the event took place, former Toronto Raptors coach Sam Mitchell was asked how he felt about Kobe after all these years, and without hesitation, he said, "I hate him." A couple days later, Kobe was told about Mitchell's comment, and he simply laughed it off and sincerely said, "Thank you for the hate. I appreciate that. Truly, I love that." Obviously, the comment from Mitchell was somewhat tongue-in-cheek, considering the fact that Mitchell and Kobe had very respectful and appreciative interactions afterwards. But as far as Mitchell's disgust at the bad memories that Kobe's mere presence gave him, well, I'm pretty sure that's a feeling a lot of competitors had towards Kobe, and not just Mitchell. Let me know in the comments section if you think this is the most impressive scoring performance in NBA history, Or would you give that honor to Wilt Chamberlain?
There is that argument, who's better, Wilt's or Kobe? Because I swear Wilt's, they just sort of allowed him to score many of the points. That feat, by the way, 100 points is still ridiculous. But I remember there was just a few things that they just sort of, they didn't allow him, but it made it easy for him kind of thing. And obviously Kobe's in the current era. It's hard. They're both incredible feats, but in definitely the modern day sport sort of era, it's definitely the best individual game from a player in the NBA. 81 points is and like the whole circumstances around it, his nan being there for the first time and the last time, like it's just wild.
Chamberlain's 100. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Johnny Arnett's an underrated channel, man. He should have more subs without a doubt, bro. He's so interesting. Fun fact, Johnny did a CNH video about Kobe themed island an hour ago on his second channel. Wait, what? He's got a second channel? He's got, I didn't even know the second channel. I might have to check that out. 81 point game. Those words will forever remain in my heart. In just 4 days, this will be a 1 year anniversary. Bro, that's wild. So it was literally 26th of January. Bloody hell. Oh my god, that roster hurts my eyes. 142.
And 6.
Wait, let's see that. Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown always gets memed. Lamar Odom. Chris. Smush Parker. Like, what are we? I don't even know these guys. Fucking hell. Thanks for the double upload, Johnny. At least the greatest performance in the modern era. I want to see his second channel quickly. Does he have it in his suggested? Oh, here. Oh, shit. Go give some love on his second channel as well, then.
Guys, welcome back to Sky.
Oh, he's playing Animal Crossing. I've never actually played that game in my life. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Definitely going to do more of these in the future. And until next time, like, subscribe. Peace.